Hello everyone, I'm Professor Hanjin Lee from Handong Global University. I'm working in Creative Convergence Education Center. Today, we are going to summarize what we learned so far about video generative AI. So let's take a look at what we've developed so far. Today, we are going to cover two parts. First, we are going to summarize what video generative AI is all about. And then we are going to study future of video generative AI. First, let's start with a summary of video generative AI. We'll cover 6 agenda for today. We will examine the process of creating video generative AI, explore its types, and compare them. Next, we'll study the advantages and disadvantages, also ethical challenges of generative video AI. Let's explore generative video AI. What are the steps involved in creating videos? First, the user inputs the desired video scenario via prompts. Then the generative video AI processes the prompts and then generates the customized video based on it. Lastly, the steps ends by delivering the finished video to the users. What about the history of video generative AI? In the early 2010s, GAN, aka Generative Adversarial Network, first appeared, followed by 3D CNN, which is Convolutional Neural Network, in the mid-2010s, and then expansion from image generation to video generation. In the 2010s, GAN-based video generative model emerged. MokoGAN, in terms of motion, contents, decomposed GAN was introduced. In the early 2020s, high resolution and self-supervised learning evolves by the mid-2020s. It is applied a variety of fields. Also, let's take a look at the video creation process for video generative AI. First, AI user fills input prompts with what they want to say. A basic video is generated and user refine the details. These steps may or may not be present depending on the service. I will explain in more detail when I describe the service in the next sections. After that, the service produces a single video. Furthermore, there are a lot of generated video AI in service worldwide. For example, DID, DeepBrain, Synthesia, InVideo, and OpenAI Sora. DID generates a video of avatar speaking, a script that users enter. Also, DeepBrain AI offers a similar function, but allows user to edit details such as avatar type in the finished videos. What about the Synthesia? It lets you enter a theme and scripts and then email you video to match. InVideo let you enter the purpose of video, background music, and prompts, then generate a video based on those. Lastly, OpenAI Sora is not yet available as of April 2024. It's similar to ChatGPT. Users could type in prompts and it will generate a lifelike video. It's amazing. All right, let's compare each services. Synthesia and InVideo have more generation steps than the others. In addition, InVideo and DeepBrain require more adjustments than other services. And there's a little more to enter in prompts, making it relatively difficult to use than other services. So you can see the 4 dimensions. So what are the benefits of video generative AI? We could 4 areas. The first one, creativity and diversity. of video production. It is also automated and efficient because it creates a video from prompt input. And it doesn't require specialized talent, which saves time and money. It can also customize the content creation. But there's a pros and cons. So disadvantages of video generative AI have more special issues. The first one, there are quality and reliability problems, so users need to be careful to review and use the results. Also, copyright infringement related matters have recently become a big challenge. And then there is a reliance of data, which is why training data is so important. There are also ethical challenges. Next, let's look at the ethical concern with video generative AI. First, there is an issue of forgery and synthesized contents. Forgery contents can be used for fraud or crime, causing big problems. Additionally, privacy invasion controversy may arise. Problems can occur if learned data is data that does not take personal information into account. Thirdly, users can be deceived by content that closely resembles reality. Lastly, scams related to deepfakes are emerging as significant ethical problems. Deepfakes are used in crime, causing a lot of confusion. So next, let's deep dive into what we can do for the future of video generative AI. There's two major issues: ethical challenge solution and future requirements. We ought to think about those two issues. Let's dive into details. First, we need to work with a variety of stakeholders to address and advance the conflicts that arise in video generative AI. As you can see, we have to listen to the voice opinions technology developers, governments, lawyers, corporations, AI users, and ethics committee all together. And then, in addition, we must increase transparency and openness to allow for vigorous discussions. We should form an ethics committee to discuss the ethical issues as well that arise in video generative AI and work tirelessly to address them. Thirdly, it requires legal and ethical testing and verifications. The video generative AI should not be distributed recklessly, but should be made and distributed without ethical concerns through sufficient testing and verifications. Without this validation, there is a risk that it could cause major ethical issues down the road. Fourth, it requires ongoing discussion and research. Video generative AI is still in state of constant innovation, so we need to keep talking and researching to keep up. The excitement around the challenge of AI video generation will bring to our lives intangible. So what changes can we expect in the video field due to AI video generation? Let's think about it personally for 30 seconds. Okay, have you thought about it? Then now let's review what we've learned with a quiz. Quiz 1. We need to consider ethical issues in solving problems related to video generative AI. OX 3, 2, 1. The answer is O. That's right. The ethical issues of generative AI are far from settled. We have to keep thinking about the ethical agenda. That's great. Okay, what about quiz number 2? Video generative AI requires consistent ethical testing and verification. What's your choice? OX 3, 2, 1. The answer is, oh, right. That's a good job. We have to think about consistently ethical testing and verification, essentially. That's great. What about quiz number 3? GAN is emerging in the early 2020s. What's your choice? O, X. 3, 2, 1. The answer is X, right. GAN emerged in the early 2020, even 10 years earlier. That's great. All right, lastly, there's 4 multiple choices as a quiz number 4. What is not an advantage of video generative AI? Number 1, creativity and diversity. Number 2, reliability of quality. Number 3, times and cost saving. Number 4, customized content creation. What is your choice? 3, 2, 1. The answer is, the number 2 is a correct answer. The reliability of quality is a disadvantage of video generative AI, so we have to concern about it. All right, in this session, we enhanced our understanding about the overall contents of the video generative AI. We are gained insights about extra services like DID or Sora, and we've seen how efficient and creative video generative AI could be. But we've also learned that there are ethical challenges that we need to keep discussing the future of video generative AI. Thank you for listening. See you next time. Stay tuned.